Hi everyone, Cheryl Hope back here, sharing more about the Exclusive Brethren cult I escaped, rebranded now the Plymouth Brethren Christian Church. I wanted to talk today about something that's really creeping up loud again for me. I mean, anybody who has ever gone through trauma knows that it goes in and out of cycles. I have spent the last year preparing emotionally and mentally to do what I should have done years ago, but obviously I didn't have the landing pad to do it. And it's just, when a lot of things happen, and we all know that when there's an excess of trauma that you don't know how to deal with and you're not equipped to dealing with it, it's hard. It's really hard to just dive into something that really deserves justice. And I think I need to be pushed to the way I was pushed to know that I deserve justice now. But it is a lot. It's a lot because in the cult, women are not taught how to speak up. And it's something still 30 years later, I deal with. And it's one of the reasons why I really forced myself to start the podcast. It's why I really forced myself to get onto the TikTok platform, because on this platform, I'm not surrounded by co-hosts. I'm having to come on here one-on-one and really get intimate just with myself and what I'm trying to convey and get across. So it is sticky. It is clunky. I have to battle a lot of things to do what I do on here. But I challenge myself because I want my voice back. I want this part of my voice. Anyhow, what's really been at the forefront right now is how do we get through to those that really feel like they still have no voice? And I think one of the biggest things that I want to try and convey in doing what I'm doing is that just try and take a step. Try and find some way to vocalize what you've been through. So maybe it's writing a letter. Maybe it's making a voice note. Maybe it is doing what I'm doing and coming onto TikTok, and as awkward and clunky as it is, I'm fighting for that part of myself. I want this part of myself that has been so shattered, destroyed, dehumanized, to be able to know that she can stand up and say what she needs to say. And to know it's just been this last probably month where I've switched from doing what I do for my nieces to doing it for me. Where it's like, I now know I deserve justice. My sleepless nights, bringing this up, the nightmares that are back, reenacting all of the trauma that I've had safely tucked away. I mean, I know it's never really safely tucked away, right? That it's always poking its head out somehow, somewhere. But bringing things up the way I am on this platform, it really, really is stirring a whole other level of healing again. And I don't want to look at it as I'm going backwards, because I'm not going backwards. I just know that I'm bringing out a voice that has never spoken. From the time I was 3 years old, this voice has never got a chance to speak. And what I want to encourage others to do, and what breaks my heart, it's so hard being in the situation I'm in with this podcast, is that while I'm healing, other stories are landing on my lap, and it breaks my heart when all I want to do is I want to just reach through my screen. I want to reach through the phone and just show them that they can stand up. And it's going to look messy. It's going to feel really awkward. It's going to feel like you're doing something really wrong, because that's what we were taught to do. It's so ingrained to you within the PBCC that females do not stand up. I mean, my mom in one of my priestly visits stood up and challenged the priest, and we were on the spot immediately shut up, which is the first stage of excommunication. It's just, they don't allow it. So I'm trying to, throughout all of this, allow myself to crash because I crashed this morning. I'm very angry right now. I'm really angry. I'm angry that I'm having to fight so hard for justice. I'm so angry that I'm having to do so much research on my own. I'm so angry that people that could come forward aren't coming forward. And I understand it's fear. I understand it's fear. But at the same time, where are we ever going to get on this planet? Like, it's okay that we're awkward. It's okay that we fall while we're doing this. It's okay that I come on here and half the time I have to repeat my video 10 times because I'm fighting this voice that's been so programmed in me to not know how to say what I feel. And what I feel today is so many things. It's so many things. I'm so angry at my parents right now. I'm so angry at my mom for not standing up and doing what a mom should, even though I understand why she couldn't. But it's a lot of emotions. And I think that if we just don't need to show ourselves as walking through this in a perfect way. I think it's okay to be messy. It's okay to be awkward. It's okay to just not know how to do this. I had no clue what I was doing when I started that podcast. I had no clue. I just knew that there was people that needed a landing pad. There was people that needed to speak. We're no professionals. I am not a professional in any of this. Feel like I'm about as awkward. I feel like I just left the call 2 days ago. That's how awkward I feel right now. But I know it's because I am just bringing up those pieces of my voice that have been so locked away. So to anybody that is inside the PBCC, to those that have reached out to me, it's okay to be messy. Be messy with me. Let's stand up and do this the way that it looks possible to other people.